ideas out there that's gonna do something that's considered yours, your property. Is that true of LinkedIn as well and some of the other sites?
I would err on the side of caution. I really wouldn't go to LinkedIn and say, hey, I have this new patent, and this is a great idea, and this is what I'm gonna do. So I would talk about, you can't really claim patent on an idea, I believe. I'm not an attorney, so you want to consult your attorney. But I would be very cautious in saying, this is a great idea I have. I would talk about it after I have the idea available, and I would talk about it in terms of, this is what it could do for you. And I would use it in terms of a sales thing, but I really wouldn't talk about how it happens behind the scenes. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
You know, also with that, these are things that Twitter is like planning on in the stages of implementing into the website. It hasn't occurred yet. So it's expected probably within the next month. So I wouldn't really follow that just yet.
Okay.
It's really more about just making sure that what you said gets attributed back to you.
What categories of products or services are the greatest number of success stories? And what's probably the industry's #1 success stories in terms of the application to business?
All right, two company examples that I can give that I know have been really successful. One would be Dunkin' Donuts, for one, because they actually get their fans to be involved. And like I said, you want to make your fans active. And what they did was they made a contest where someone got free coffee for a year or something like that. What they had to do was take a picture of themselves drinking a nice coffee, put it as their profile picture, and then become fans of Dunkin' Donuts. So it got people active, got people on the page, and someone won free coffee for an entire year. It was a great incentive. I mean, how much money do you think you spend at Dunkin' Donuts every year? I don't know if there's one of you guys. Yeah, exactly. So it's a great incentive. People knew about it. The other example is Dell on Twitter does a great job selling refurbished computers. What they do is Dell has like a bunch of different Twitter handles that they use, but they would use one specifically to sell refurbished computer products, and they were actually the biggest seller on Twitter. I mean, Twitter, now that they are able to make money, is going to be the best, but people used to say that Dell owns Twitter, Twitter doesn't own Twitter.
I use my email, like I must have 300 people on my mailing list. Should I email them all and say that I'm going to be Facebooking all this information or whatever? I mean, some of you guys are on my mailing list.
I'll take that. You could send an email out, and within the email, within the body of the email, you know, they look like cute little templates. I'm sure people have received things from iContact or Constant Contact. You can put a button right in there that says, click here to become a fan of our Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
But the kind of long-winded answer to your, I think, very, very relevant question is, make it easy for them to sign up to be your fan on Facebook. Use some sort of a device to communicate to them where from, just like those share buttons that we talked about, where from one click, they can get there and become your fan on Facebook.
It was the stigma that LinkedIn was your more professional face and that Facebook was more of your personal side. Is that still holding true? Is there still any ability to do that?
LinkedIn is way more professional, and there's no indication that that's going to change. They've continued to introduce features that talk about questions and answers specifically for business, questions and answers specifically for advancing your career, job sections. If you look at the people who are using it to update their profile, you'll see that all the profile updates are very professionally made. So there's really no indication that they're diverging in that. And in fact, they're actually embracing it more in other countries. There's LinkedIn India, there's LinkedIn UK, and those are all professional networks too. So I don't think LinkedIn is going to change their stand that way.
Kim, you kept mentioning feel good. How important is it that your posts are positive and upbeat?
Of course, you can't be rosy and sunny all of the time. I mean, if you're a company that does economic forecasting, maybe it would be appropriate, in the middle of a hard time to talk about I'm still making tons of money. Sorry for you. But in general, I mean, you want people to have a good idea of what you do and to see that you're happy with what you're doing and provide, really good source information for what you're putting out there and do it in a positive way. I think that's kind of a general.
Like, what are the little things that a small business can do just to get started, and how might they integrate it with a campaign mentality as opposed to, as this gentleman said, should I be Facebooking The answer is no. You should be cultivating that email list by using Facebook and all these other things to bring these things. So you guys just sort of sum up in 1, 2, 3 what the little things are people can do.
The way I would do it is use the connections that you already have. Like I said, you work with people that you know. And as Ken pointed out, you like and trust these people. So if it's a toss-up between using one company or the next, you can use one where you actually know some of the employees. So make connections with the people you know first. Then reveal your personality. Be friendly, be personal. Let people know who you are. They want to work with a business of people they feel like they already know, not just a money-driven business that's trying to, gain theirs. I guess the third point would be just to sort of remain active. Like we try to stress, a lot of people just get involved and then they stop. If you're still there and putting out the effort to get connected with these people, people are going to respond to that and see that you're actually putting forth the effort to get connected to them, not always just in a business relationship, but in a personal one as well.
It's a basic question, I think, when you're talking about setting up like a business profile, are you talking about doing that as a separate thing from your personal? Or like on Facebook, you can go in and do another, do a second page and link it to your personal? Which is the best way to do that?
So actually, if you go into LinkedIn and you say, I'm this person, when I set up my profile, I entered an entry that says, I'm founder of F6 Group. And immediately LinkedIn said, do you want to create a business profile? Because we don't have that business in our directory. So it's going to be linked to you by the
LinkedIn
fact
is
that
really
you
about
want to.
business, so that's pretty clear.
Yeah,
Whereas
it's a
on
separate
Facebook or Twitter, where you really have a personal profile and a business profile that are different, but is it best to link them so they're linked together or keep them really separate?
It's best to keep them separate.
And pages aren't linked unless you're a fan of them. So for example, I'm a fan of Newburyport Today.
Yeah.
And I see the updates that Newburyport Today in my Kim Goby Facebook
Right.
stream.
Right.
So I'm connected to them that way, but I'm connected to them in the same way that you would be if you, even though I'm the page administrator, I'm connected to them in the same way that you would be if you were a fan.
But-
So they are not connected. People wouldn't automatically realize that I'm Newburyport Today.
I just want to say thanks. It was a great presentation. You guys all covered all the bases very, very well.